Hi Radwa, glad to see more essays from you. Let's get straight into this. Speed limit and reducing it. Okay, here's the key word here. Is it the best option? Okay, so let's see how you answered this. The issue of road safety, without the has grown in importance over the last years. Experts all over, that's two words, the world have debated whether decreasing the speed limit is beneficial in this regard or not. Okay, you don't need a comma, you don't need a comma, and you don't need a question mark. It's not a question, okay? I personally believe that it has a positive effect on roadway safety without the. Okay, that's fine, but remember what I said in the beginning. Is it the best option? Okay, so a really well-developed answer will say it is in fact a good option, but not necessarily the best. Or maybe you could say it is indeed the best option, something like that, okay? All right, moving on. Some people argue that that reduction of the speed limit, or you could say that reducing the speed limit is rather hazardous, is more hazardous than helpful. This is largely because of the resultant overcrowding and congestion that leads, with an S, to chaos, noise, and most importantly, to CO, pollution. Careful, you need to make it a capital O here and with a 2, I think. Carbon monoxide. Yeah, if it's carbon monoxide, then yes, CO, but capitalize both of them. Such pollution without the A would beget significant health problems. Perhaps the most serious ones are respiratory diseases, mental confusion, unconsciousness, and eventually death. Okay, let's change the grammar just a little bit. Such pollution would beget significant health problems, the most serious of which are. Okay, that's how you could do this. Or you could have said serious health problems such as respiratory diseases, etc., etc. For example, studies show that the number of deaths caused by pollution, no commas here, resulting from vehicles are increasing annually. Okay, thus it is conclusively clear that reducing the speed limit can cause serious negative consequences. Okay, it's a good attempt. I like it. I wasn't really convinced by this particular example, but it's okay because it's a language test. It's not necessarily a test of ideas, so it's fine. On the other hand, there is ample evidence that speed limit reduction has a direct positive impact on road safety. Again, not the. By this I mean, you don't need a comma, the number of cars, by this I mean, okay, fine. The number of car collisions and pedestrian, without the S, accidents would reduce by controlling the speed of vehicles. Consistent with this line of thinking, comma, governments tend to create road humps in residential and school regions in an attempt to oblige drivers to lower their speed. For instance, recent empirical research shows that there was about a 16% reduction in the car pedestrian, without the S, accidents after minimizing the speed limit to 50 kilometers per hour. Therefore, it is possible to state beyond doubt that controlling the speed limit is very beneficial for road safety. From the arguments, plural, stated above, I firmly believe that reducing the speed limit is significantly beneficial for road safety. Okay, it's fine. You did a nice job in general. I like that you talked about both the disadvantages and the advantages. That was a good way to do this because it asks if they outweigh them. And so, yeah, you should talk about them both. Again, I'm going to talk about this idea of being the best option. If you really want to develop it, you could have focused on that keyword there. But no, this is a good attempt in general. Grammar mistakes pretty consistently throughout the essay. So that's something I want you to be aware of and I want you to watch out for and try to maybe spend a couple of minutes revising and reviewing your essay before submitting it, okay? Oh, good. So for your task 1, you've included the diagrams. It's very helpful. Thank you so much. So let's take a look at that now. The pie charts show the preferences of 7 different school subjects both in 2014 and 2017 in New South Wales. In 2014, both geography and math represented the highest preferences by students among, not the whole subjects, all the subjects, except that geography was slightly higher by 0.04. Okay, fine. This is followed by physics, biology, and PE, where their preferences represented 19.4, 13.4, and 8.7 respectively. On the other hand, chemistry, IT, and history were the least preferred by students with an S, as they represent about 1%. Now, when you say 1%, do you mean 1% altogether or 1% each? You really need to specify that, okay? Okay, it looks like it's 1% each, so make sure that you say that you add an each after this percent. Okay, in 2017, however, biology was the forefront among the subjects preferred at 24.1% and is followed by physics, which represented 21.2%. Surprisingly, history preference, okay, it's all right, was 19 times as much as in 2014. Next to it came biology without the, which showed a 10% rise compared to 2014. This is followed by geography, which showed an 11% decrease in preference compared to that of 2014, whereas PE showed a mild drop, 5% compared to 2014, yet its preference remained low, where it represented only 3.2. That's a very long sentence, okay? So I really would have stopped here. You talked about geography. There was really no need to show PE in the same sentence. You could have just started a brand new sentence with, however, PE showed a mild drop, etc., etc. Okay, IT, again, was the least preferred. Chemistry, however, showed no preference at all. All right, that's not really clear what you mean by that. It showed no preference at all. It's as if chemistry was displaying what it preferred, and that's not the case. We don't care what chemistry preferred, but chemistry doesn't have a preference. What you mean here is that chemistry was not preferred at all, or that no one selected chemistry, or no one preferred chemistry, something like this. Or chemistry was not among the recorded subjects, something, okay? Because there could be lots of reasons for that. Maybe chemistry wasn't offered, we don't know, but chemistry did not appear at all in 2017. Okay, so overall history showed the most significant change in the preferences between the 2 years. Okay, fine. It's nice, actually. I liked a lot of it. You included all of the key information. You made some nice comparisons, so it was a good task 1 overall. I liked it. I think that it was certainly stronger than your task 2, so I need you to revise both of them now. Don't forget about your error correction list. Send them all back to us with your newest essays, okay? So we'll be waiting for them, of course. So lots of luck with your next writing assignments.